Good morning, everybody. What's going on? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis video. All right, guys, something I want to talk about real quick. We all know that the Resonant Waltz has a brand new 6th stage, and it is supposed to give us cactuars, and those cactuars are supposed to give us the same metal cactuar items and EXP as normal ones. Well, I think we have an issue as frustrating as that is. Now, a lot of people have probably been farming this and maybe not noticing it. So I'm going to kind of point out what's going on, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do one of these quick battles, and I want you guys to put in tickets with me, okay? Because I've been putting a ticket for this issue. Make sure you're not doing it on an emulator. Do it on a phone because it doesn't work on emulators. It doesn't go to the page. So if you have access to a phone and you're playing this game on mobile, please do put in a ticket, unless this current patch that I just downloaded, like literally before I logged in, is fixing this problem. So let me show you guys what's happening, okay? So I'll do an EX2 run as well and do a guide on the whole thing. But for now, I want to show you guys what's going on here. So Rune 6, right? This is the brand new one that dropped. Now, this guarantees 2 cactuars every round. They cannot flee. Okay, so the beauty here is you're supposed to be able to farm the items as well as EXP for your characters at a pretty rapid rate. Okay, so that was all well and good, and it was supposed to make things a lot easier and make this whole process of getting items a lot quicker. Okay, you guys can see here I'm at 177k power now with my free-to-play account. Again, I'll make a video about something that I want to talk about later on, and we'll touch base on this, but I want to talk about this. So you're going to see what happens here. You're going to see my characters are going to pop in. There's going to be 2 cactuars. I'm going to go ahead and kill those cactuars, and then we're going to move on to the bosses. So once I beat those bosses, what should end up happening is you should see a mass amount of EXP and then items as well being added to the list of loot, right? But you'll see that's actually not the case. So let's go ahead and go through this. I'll try to make this as fast as possible, guys. I love, by the way, just so everyone's aware, I love Sephiroth's new weapon. Made this battle substantially easier for co-op and every other solo mode. Just the only thing I'd say was a downfall, and I'm going to try to make a video about how to pair this weapon because I think that's important, is pairing it with the proper sub-weapon or secondary weapon is super important. So Ayanubi is a good choice if you're going to do dungeons to just give yourself more power, but for a fight like this, where you kind of have to watch your AoE damage, having something like Shinra Blade would be really nice, right? Or even having something like Edge Wings on ice elements, right? But this weapon has been actually really, really good so far. But the reason why you don't want to cast it non-stop here is because when he goes into Sora mode, right, you can actually take him down a little prematurely. Look at how much damage that does. Take him down prematurely. So you need a backup secondary weapon that does good single target damage. So having like Shinra Blade or something is a really, really good option. So I would highly recommend doing that. I've also got to work on getting his limits up because I actually stopped getting limits up in general because I have all my summons, obviously. So that's also another thing I have to do. So gonna have to start leveling Sephiroth. But anyway, so the point of this video is to show you guys that it is actually not working as intended in terms of the characters, right? So let me just finish this up and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we're going to go into strike mode here. We all know this. Gotta say, at least Auto does this fight fairly easily for me. Okay, we're gonna go and do this. This is actually the closest I've got to dying. It's crazy. Normally Aerith doesn't get targeted. I guess she's got the highest HP now though. I reduced Clouds just a little bit. Okay, so there you go, dead. Now watch what happens, okay? So normally you get all the extra EXP from the cactuars, right? Pretty straightforward thing. Let's see if they fix it, because I literally just downloaded a patch. If you guys just logged in as well, you'll see that patch. Oh, they might have fixed it. 24,000 now. Actually, no, that's not true. Because it's 8,000 per run. So no, it's still not fixed. It's still not fixed. Because it's normally 8,000. I believe it's 8,000 per run. Right? So if you do it 3 times, it's 24,000. So you guys can see here, the stamina boost effect is applied. But the cactuars are not. Right? So 0 cactuars being applied here. which is a huge problem because a lot of people have been spending stamina to do this solo run because, you know, they're having trouble with co-op, for example. We all know how co-op works with people just autoing in bots and not setting up properly. And if you look here, the bonus items that I'm going to get right now are only coming strictly from the actual equipment that I'm wearing and the gear that I have. So not, again, not from the cactuars. All these extra bonuses, like these grindstones and everything, should have been added as well here from the actual metal cactuars too. They're not working. So for those who have been spending an arm and a leg for stamina to get extra EXP and items, just be aware as of right now, we're looking at 9:03 a.m. The cactuars are still not working. They have not been working since the beginning of this event. So please, guys, submit a ticket. If you don't know how to submit a ticket, I'm going to walk you through it. Again, you only can do this on mobile. Click on the settings here. If you go down to the bottom, there is a inquiry section right here. Click on that. It'll take you to a page. You can set up a ticket there to put this in. I highly recommend everybody do so. I'm assuming people already have, so they probably will give us some sort of compensation. If maybe stamina, I'm assuming stamina. I don't know about crystals, maybe stamina. Because again, a lot of people have been spending stamina and not noticing it. And a lot of people are mistaking the bonuses from the gear for the bonuses to the drop. And also another thing I want to really quickly point out too, many people have been asking the question, is Sephiroth's weapon working properly? Yes, it is. A lot of people forget that the Black Waltz units cannot be, they're immune to physical attack down, so that's why you're not seeing that debuff apply. But if you take that weapon over to, let's say, a dungeon or another fight where physical attack immunity is not available, it absolutely works. So just for those people who are wondering, yes, it does work. Just remember the Black Waltz units are in fact immune to physical attack down. Unfortunately, a bad example for them to bring out a weapon for this fight and not have both debuffs apply. Confusing a lot of folks, but just remember you can in fact click the enemy's profile and you can see their immunities the whole time, right? So if I go here, let me just show you guys real quick, just so everyone's on the same page about this, because I know some people will still ask like, hey Payne, where do I see this? Because you're brand new. But if you click here, Black Waltz, right here, immunities, physical attack down, okay? So very important to note that they are magic attack down, very important, magic defense up, very important, of course. But physical attack down is in fact an immunity, I believe for all of them actually. Yeah, they all have physical attack down, okay, as an immunity. So yes, Sephiroth's weapon is working. If you want to see how it works, jump into another battle where there's no immunities, you'll see it work like a charm. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please put in those tickets if you can on the mobile version of the game. And hopefully, guys, that will help because you can see here, character EXP is 8K. These metal cactuars are supposed to be giving us a lot more EXP. And a lot of people have been spending an insane amount of stamina trying to farm these, not realizing it's not doing anything. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.